Celebrating 30 years of phenomenal trend forecasting, here's Gerald Celente with today's trends in the news.
Hi, this is Gerald Celente, and here are some of today's trends in the news. I want to thank you all for your comments, by the way. Really intelligent. You know, I'm on a lot of different stations and venues, and I read the comments of people coming in sometimes. And there's nobody that I've seen in any other broadcast media that has responses that are so thoughtful and intelligent as yours. And I want to thank you because I learned from you. And that's really important. You have a lot of great information that you keep giving me, and it's very helpful. So thank you. And thank you for the support. Okay, the markets. Well, they're up a little bit today. Gold ain't doing so good. Down a little bit. And Earl softened up too. But I don't know why. Because the breaking news on Friday. Fed's bullard. Fed policy to stay, quote, easy for a long time. The Federal Reserve's, quote, very aggressive, easy money policy is going to stay that way for a long time, St. Louis Fed President James Bullard told CNBC on Friday. This is a monetary policy that packs punch, said Bullard. Yeah, packs punch. A monetary policy that's devaluing the currency. A monetary policy that is letting these criminal bank operations keep running at the level that they are. Period, paragraph. As for the economy, quote, the amount of global economic uncertainty is way down from where it was last year, he said, adding that first quarter economic growth looks to be tracking at about 2.5%, following the negative reading in the fourth quarter. For the year, Bullard predicts GDP growth at 3%, though he acknowledged that he's on the optimistic side. So there you got it. And on the other end of the currency, where there ain't the value in it as much as the U.S., that you don't find in the U.S. press, and this is from China Daily. And by the way, I started watching CCTV, the Chinese news broadcast, about a year ago. Yeah, I mean, it's propaganda, but it's worldwide propaganda. They just don't talk about the little stuff. And very good coverage, I have to say. You know, you get a lot of things that you don't get anywhere else. China expands its reach. Yuan becomes popular as more offshore centers take shape. The People's Bank of China, the central bank, approved the Singapore branch of the Industrial and Commercial Bank of China on February 8th as the clearing bank in Singapore, which indicates the city-state will become the third offshore yuan center after Hong Kong and Taiwan. The yuan will quickly become a trade invoicing currency in Asia, as the three offshore yuan centers are in all industrialized economies, the Australia and New Zealand Banking Group said in a research note. It added that South Korea has recently allowed its commercial banks to tap into the yuan swap agreement, and Japan was able to conduct yuan trading in June. All right? The euro and the dollar, all of this quantitative easing, and now the yuan's moving in. The United States is going to lose its position as the reserve currency as Bullard spews out his... That was bullshit. Well, the economy is going to grow at 3%. I know that's optimistic, but I'm a Fed chairman. I'm an official asshole, and I can say anything I want to do, and I'll get it all wrong, and you scumbags in the media will suck up, bow down, lick my shoes, and kiss my ass. Because, hey, I'm with the Fed. The Fed, that's right, the clowns that called everything wrong. It's in the Fed minutes. They got the entire situation wrong. Investors finally shed fears. Wall Street Journal. In a constant battle between fear and greed for U.S. investor sentiment, fear appears finally to be losing ground. Individual investors are doing more stock trading. Mutual fund companies are seeing more money being put to work in both stocks and bonds. Put to work. How about gambling? And the only reason it's going into this is because interest rates are near zero. And they're forcing people to speculate. You got it? More bullshit. Hey, you want some more bullshit? Here's some more Friday bullshit. Enough bullshit to send you into the weekend. Sign of comeback. U.S. car makers are hiring. Sign of comeback? They're giving interest rates at zero. They're suckering in the fish again. Just like they did with the housing market. Hey, you want to buy a new automobile? How about a big effing truck that's a real gas guzzler, but if you have a little pecker, it'll make you feel strong. Yeah, it's big and expensive and stupid, unless you have a construction company. Despite aid, borrowers still face foreclosure. Despite the Bannon numbers released on Thursday in a report by Joseph A. Smith, the independent overseer of the settlement, thousands of homeowners are still not getting the money they need to save their homes from foreclosure. Just under 71,000 borrowers, or 13% of the total borrowers, were helped so far. The money's only there for the big guys. They're throwing peanuts to the people. That's the way it works. Peanuts for the proles. Talked about the mergers. Hey, yeah, one time, I remember when I was a kid, we used to go to a place down on Lake Avenue in Yonkers for great crumb buns. Another place, no place like this place, made pumpkin pie for Thanksgiving, like this place down in South Yonkers. And then, of course, there were the Italian places up on Park Hill and then on Allerton Avenue in the Bronx for pastries that you couldn't get anywhere else. Everybody knew the best places to go. Hey, yeah, but now we got, you know, big baking companies and put all them little people out of business. CNBC's buys nightly business report from Italia. Nightly Business Report, the pioneer public television series that has struggled in recent years, is getting a new deeper pocket commercial owner, the 24-hour business cable channel CNBC, a unit of Comcast's NBC Universal. The station sucked. That's why it didn't get any ratings. It was the business news in black and white, more propaganda bullshit, and now that's not even going to be there anymore, all under the roof of the big. Hey, Obama apologists. Hey, Obama apologists. Love your drone, man? Here. Strategy seeks to bolster bid of CIA pick. White House refusing legal memo access. Washington. The White House is refusing to share fully with Congress the legal opinions that justify targeted killings, while maneuvering to make sure its stance does not do anything to endanger the confirmation of John O. Brennan as CIA director. Now, let me get this reading right. The White House is refusing to share fully with Congress the legal opinions that justify targeted killings. You know what that is?
Bullshit detected. Take precautions.
Take precautions. There are no legal opinions that justify targeted killings. There's no such thing. This is against everything that this Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, and what this country was founded upon. That's fascism. Hey, the president said, take it easy. The Pope's infallible, and so is the president. And all you Obama apologists, suck up this line. I recognize that in our democracy, no one should just take my word that we're doing things the right way. You recognize in a democracy, I don't take anybody's word. By their deeds you shall know them. Hey, don't just take my word just because I'm the president, you know? This is a democracy. So, in the months ahead, I will continue to engage with Congress to ensure not only that our targeting, detention, and prosecution of terrorists remains consistent with our laws and systems of checks and balances. Our laws and systems and checks and balances, there are none. It's totally out of balance. You're making this stuff up. But that our efforts are even more transparent to the American people and to the world. That's what he said in his State of the Union address. Yeah, just a week or so ago. And now they won't even tell you they're making this stuff up. Don't get excited. You could become a slave to the boss. Just do as you're told. There you have it. Killing people at will. And they make up the laws to do it. Some other quick hits. This weekend, the big election in Italy. Will the five-star movement, head by Beppe Grillo, make any inroads? Will Berlusconi make a comeback? Will the Italian people rise up and revolt against what's happening to them and how they've been raped by the bankers? Check it out. Stay tuned this weekend. This is Gerald Celente, and that's some of today's Trends in the News.
I've been doing bad so long, baby, now I'm doing good. I've been doing bad so long, baby, now I'm doing good. I don't need no help no more. I'm doing all right in my neighborhood. I used to live in the valley. Now I'm living way up high. I used to live in the valley. Baby, I'm living way up high. Well, I'm sitting on a cloud. Yes, just watching all the people go by. Don't you remember me? Yes, baby. Baby, don't you remember me? I used to be in love with you, and baby, you in love with me. Sitting up on a cloud, watching you go by.